Okay, hey juniors, welcome to another edition of Film Online. We're here, making it all happen. This is where the magic happens. All right, not a whole lot for you this week. I'm going to be sending in some more documentaries for you to watch. I'm loving the comments that you guys have been leaving on those email threads. Please continue to watch those documentaries. I got some really, really good stuff coming, so you don't want to miss it. And I really enjoy the conversations and the ideas and the thoughts that you guys present when you respond to those emails. So be looking for those. I got a whole lot more coming, some really good ones I think you're really, really going to like. Second thing, you've been sending in some dailies. That's cool. People are leaving comments. That's awesome. That's great. Please continue to do that. Whether you're commenting in the email thread or where you're actually commenting on the shared file, that's fine too. I am making note of that. I pay attention to who's commenting. I actually have to start taking attendance this week, so that's kind of weird. Basically, your attendance is based on how much you are involved and engaged in the class discussions and assignments. So that's something that's happening throughout the whole district. So that's happening in all of your classes, including freestyle and film class. So make sure that you are participating. You don't want to be marked absent because you're not there, because you've disappeared into the wind, into the night. Okay, please continue to share your dailies. I'm getting caught up on grades. I was grading all day yesterday. I'm getting closer to getting your grades caught up. The quarter is ending, so it's going to be done pretty soon. So make sure that you have those dailies in, any missing assignments that you have in, all that kind of stuff. To be perfectly honest, I'm not super worried about you guys. I'm more worried about my seniors, okay? Juniors are looking pretty good for the most part, so I think you guys are okay. Just make sure if you're missing anything that it's in there and that I know that it is in there. Please don't forget to turn in your questions, your interview questions, okay? Those are still happening. Your interview transcripts, those are still happening. Make sure that you're sharing those with documentary at freestyleacademy.rocks. I will be looking for them. You want to make sure that you have those in. I've been getting a lot of questions about film documentary versus English documentary, and I've tried to make this clear. I don't think I've done the best job of clarifying that, except maybe some of you who I emailed directly. Okay, the film documentary, due to the circumstances that we are in right now presently, the film documentary and the English documentary do not need to be the same documentary. I'm okay with that, okay? We're not going to be able to leave our homes for a little while. You're not going to be able to get out there and get a lot of footage. It's going to be kind of impossible. I understand that, okay? Hollywood's shut down, so I don't expect you guys to be able to shoot stuff out into the real world either. So you're kind of limited in what you can film, but that doesn't mean that we can't continue to practice our skills, and I continue to grade you and grade your growth and your performance in terms of your skill set, which is going to be really important for you as we move forward as a film class into next year and into your senior narratives and all that kind of stuff. So your English documentary, your film documentary, they can be the same. They don't have to be the same. So if you have that topic that you really like, that you want to write about in English, that you want to do research about, and you want to do phone interviews with those people, that's okay. That works for English. That's fine. It's not going to work for film, obviously, because I need you to learn the skills of doing a talking head interview. That's how you make a lot of money in this business. That's how you get a lot of corporate gigs. I want to make sure that you learn that kind of stuff, because I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't make sure that you knew how to do that and that you mastered that skill. So we still need talking head interviews for film. It's really, really important. It's a skill that you need to learn, and it's going to translate into your senior narrative when we start doing dialogue scenes next year. But if you want to write and research your English documentary paper that you originally planned, and you can do that through phone interviews, through email interviews, and all that kind of stuff, and it's okay with Mr. Greco, I don't want to speak for Mr. Greco, and that's okay with Mr. Greco, then that's fine. You can do that and then do sort of a different sort of family-oriented, in-the-house documentary for film, and that is okay. If you are doing that, if you have two separate topics, okay, all right, I do not expect you to do transcripts for both. Okay, that would be a little excessive. I'm not going to do that to you, okay? Turn in one set of transcripts, and I'm okay with that. Fair? Okay, I'm not going to have you type up a whole bunch of extra interviews. Okay, it is what it is, okay? In the real world, we would definitely type up all of your transcripts because that's important, especially when we're doing corporate videos and things like that. Probably not as important when we're interviewing our family. So I do still want transcripts, but if they are transcripts because you did a phone interview with someone else for your English research paper, that's fine. I'm okay with that. No harm, no foul. Do, however, make sure that you turn in your interview questions whenever you're interviewing anybody. That's really important, and that's not very hard. You're doing 10 to 15 questions, and that's not hard to do. Okay, am I forgetting anything? Okay, if you have questions, please email me. I do miss you guys. I do like getting emails. I get a lot of emails, especially now that we're all online. And I try to respond when I can. I usually have my phone with me. If I don't respond right away, it's usually because I'm doing something else or working on something else or answering a slew of other emails. I'm managing a lot of senior projects right now that are all independent and all very, very different. So that has been a big demand on my time. So I will respond as soon as I can if you have an important question and all that kind of stuff. I'm happy to help clarify some things. Hopefully the stuff that I talked about in this video can help clarify that. I did get a question not too long ago about what do I do? Do I still need 4 interviews? Yes, you still need 4 interviews. Any interviews that you did before lockdown still count for your dailies. You might not use them for a final documentary, but I'll still grade those for your dailies, of course. Absolutely, that's fine. So you need 4 dailies that are going to be graded overall. If you can interview family members, you can interview parents, all that kind of stuff. Mr. Taylor, what do I do if I just live with one parent and I don't have anyone else to interview? Okay, that's a good point. Okay, so you interview that one parent. That's one. Did you interview anyone before lockdown? Because you should have. In fact, you should have interviewed 2 people before lockdown because that's when they were due. And if you did do that, then you're already up to 3, in which case you can interview your parent a second time, and that's fine. If you have no interviews and you are in this position where you need to interview one parent 4 times, that's probably not going to work. So we'll have to figure something else out because there's only so many times we can interview the same person and grade those dailies over and over and over again. So we'll handle this on a case-by-case basis. I encourage you to try different modes of documentary. There is a silver lining to this whole situation. As bad as it is to be stuck indoors and all that kind of stuff, I mean, for your film project, there is a silver lining in that you have an opportunity here to try something a little bit different than what we've been doing at Freestyle for a number of years. You have an opportunity to try different modes of documentary. Please, please, please think back to the 6 modes of documentary film that we started with at the beginning of this unit. Those 6 different modes, okay? I shared those slides with you back when. Look them up, go over them again. You may find that you have an opportunity to pursue or try out one of those other 6 modes that we don't normally do at Freestyle. And that's a different kind of challenge, and that's a different kind of project. And that could potentially be really cool. We usually have a lot of the same kind of style of documentary because it's very effective and it's very business-oriented in that style, and so on and so forth. You have an opportunity to really break a mold here and do something very different and potentially kind of awesome. So be thinking about those different modes of documentary, the poetic, the observational, the performance, the expository, and so on and so forth, right? There are other, opportunities for you to pursue these different styles of documentary film. So I encourage you to take a look at that, and if you have an opportunity that you think fits in your sphere to do a different style, a different mode of documentary, I support that. I think that would be really cool. Okay, I think that's it. That's everything this week. Be looking out for documentary videos. I will continue to look for your dailies. I need to give you some feedback for those dailies. I'm behind because I've been doing a lot of other grading, but I will start offering some feedback there as well. We're going to start moving forward. Once your dailies are sort of all compiled, we're going to start moving forward into the editing stages and all that kind of stuff, and we'll get that all squared away when the time comes. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I have more videos for you coming, including one that I'm really excited about that I've been working on that I think you will enjoy. So look forward to that when that email comes out as well. See ya.